Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Kangaroo Tales Old School Tournament Footage. This is tournament number 8, and we had 13 players show up. We used the Teleria.app to get our finals set up, and it was 8 people in the quarterfinals. Let's go ahead and jump into the deck text. We got Ryan's, green and white. We got 4 Urnham Djinns, 3 Sarah Angels, and 1 Force of Nature, and it looks like the plan is pretty simple here. Get an Urnham, Sarah, or a Force out, or the Force, and Giant Growth and Berserkum. I love this. You can use the Sylvan Library just to rip off a couple of extra cards. And he's got a couple of ices in there to kind of lock things down to, until he gets everything lined up. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Get a fatty out and pump him up. Big. I love it. Up next we got Russell with his white weenie. This is a classic. Love this deck. Reminds me so much of what I used to play whenever I started Magic back in high school. Once upon a time, and yep, all the usual suspects. I really like the Witch Hunter. We allow proxies in the tournaments, so the Thunder Spirits are proxied up, as you can tell, and yeah, I really I'm looking at the sideboard here, and I'm noticing he's got a pretty good toolbox of just about everything. I really like it. And by the way, Russell, when he played, he's 13 years old, and since he's been coming out, he's been getting better and better and better, and in the old school. Anyways, here we go. Yeah, classic drops by both people here. I think he had to mulligan. Ryan had to mulligan, but looks like the white weenie deck player Russell is just coming right out of the gates, and that was a giant growth. So he stopped that lion, and Ryan's getting the Jam Day tome out. Russell's gonna swords his Llanowar Elf and drop out a pair of Javelineers. Swing for 2. Seems like the right play. And Ryan's missing a land drop here, so he was counting on that Llanowar Elf. And it looks like he's got a couple of Berserks in hand. Yeah. Here comes a big swing for 4, 5. And that is a Swords the Plow. I guess that's a Kamigawa. I don't know. Swords the Plowshares. But he's still going to take 2. And okay, Ryan gets his land out. Passes turn. Here comes the 4th land for Russell. He's kind of right on curve. He's got Witch Hunter out, and he's swinging for 2 more. That Witch Hunter is just so versatile. Just that ability to bounce, or just, oh man, if you're counting on your one creature to be out there to block and the thing's out, you got to deal with that Witch Hunter. And he's got the Javelineer, so if he gets a Llanowar Elf or a Birds, they're gone. He's taking damage, drawing a card at end of turn, passing turn. That's no good. And even if he had, well, first thing he's got to do, he's got to get rid of that Witch Hunter. He's doing 1 direct to him with the Witch Hunter, coming in for 2 more with the Javies. Ooh, good play, good defensive. Yep, go ahead and berserk those guys out of the game. I have to take a couple more on the head, but they're out. And disenchant on his Jam Day tome. 5 mana coming down with Sarah Angel. Looks like Ryan's in a tight spot here for sure. He needs some swords. And looks like he's bouncing the birds and calling it a game. Okay, game number 2. Ryan's going first with the bird, and here we are again with first turn Savannah Lions. Turn 2 Sylvan Library is super strong, and so is turn 2 Knight. Looks like he forgot to attack. And yep, getting a book out would have been nice to have a Urnham Djinn. And here we go, Sylvan Library. Thunder Spirit's out there, so he can swing for 6 next turn. He's got to deal with these guys, and he's passing turn. Oh, a Disenchant on the Sylvan Library. That's no bueno. Coming in for 6. Not looking good. Drawing a card. And passing turn. That is not good. Okay. Disenchant on the Crusade, yeah. Still swinging for 8 here. Blocking, tapping to draw a card, getting another card, and that's it. Congratulations, Russell. Great games, and hopefully see y'all out there on the next one.